Scott Jennings reads crimes of convicted illegals sent to South Sudan. He said the country is too good for these people. That's true. I mean, think about it. First off, they're already illegal. They already committed a crime by coming in to the country illegally. But then they have the audacity to commit even more crimes, heinous crimes while they're here, while they're in the country. They're supposedly seeking refuge, but then you come in and you commit these heinous crimes to our American citizens. It's just ridiculous. They have no cause to be in this country, especially after coming in and committing more crimes. So we're going to play the clip and hear what Jennings has to say about this. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, let's get right into this. Let's go right to the clip. Here we go.
Sending to Sudan.
But my point is, broadly speaking, for the most part, we have no idea who the people are who are coming into our country illegally. Number two, it is an excessive strain on all resources across the board.
Before I move on, he's right. You don't know who these people are. If someone knocks on your door and you don't know who they are, would you invite them into your home? would you give them your resources? These people that you have no idea who they are? No. So why would you allow them into the country and you don't know who the heck they are? Great point.
Healthcare, crime, school, education, healthcare. We don't have, I keep saying this, I don't know why Democrats don't understand this. We don't have unlimited resources
but my question was, why are they,
as a deterrent, to make it clear, if you come into the country, you will get sent somewhere you do not want to go.
So the idea here is that we are going to deter people by saying, you committed a crime here, maybe they did, and we're going to send you. Hold on.
No, maybe.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's no maybe. You committed a crime. You came into this. You snuck in this trespassing. You came into this country illegally. You're not. You know. We don't know who you are. By virtue of that, you are a criminal. Why do they try to pretend like these people aren't criminals?
All right, go ahead.
We're going to send you to a country where we're saying there's a civil war happening. There's a genocide occurring there. We don't know what's going to happen.
Do you not know what the word deterrent mean? It's to stop them from coming in here. That's why. If we send you to a worse country, that will stop you from wanting to come into this country, because if you get caught, you're going to get sent to a worse off country. That's what a deterrent is. She's playing like she don't know why we doing this.
Happen to them. Why not send them back to their countries of origin,
which
is what we do with everybody else?
We don't know what's going to happen to them there either.
I think that's exactly
and they have
point.
broken the law, Abby. When you come into the country, you've committed a felony. And number two, you have to deter this behavior from continuing to happen, because it has become a problem for this country.
So the deterrence is, like El Salvador, we'll send them to places where they might face imminent death.
Absolutely.
And
because that sends a message. If you come to the United States and break our laws, violate our immigration laws, it will have severe consequences.
That's what it's a punishment. It's a punishment for breaking the law. You break the law, you get punished for it. And that's why we have these laws. That's why we have these consequences for people that break laws. It's a deterrence so you don't break these laws. It's simple. Why is Abby not? Either she's pretending like she don't understand, or she's an idiot and she really doesn't understand what a deterrence is.
So for unspecified crimes, we don't know exactly what all these people were convicted of. Maybe they were convicted. Hold on a second.
Can I read it?
They were convicted. Maybe they were convicted of very serious crimes.
I'll read it.
The penalty that the Trump administration says is appropriate potentially could be death.
I mean,
right?
I'll read it. Sex offenders, homicide, kidnapping, murder in the first degree, battery, larceny, cocaine possession, murder, robbery, DUI, child sex abuse, and sex assault on someone with a mental illness. The Sudan is too good for these people. And I'm not sure any other country would take them.
But what about their home?
Right? Yeah, Sudan is too good. You're right. Sudan is too good for you. Who sexually abused a mentally disabled person, man? That is just wrong. You need to be underneath the jail. In fact, he said too, he's right. Sudan is too good for them. They need to be in prison. And I could tell you from experience, because I was I was a prison therapist. I know what they do to people like that in prison. All them prison horror stories that y'all heard and y'all see in movies and stuff, it's absolutely true. They get their just desserts in prison. Believe that. So he's right. Sudan is too good for these people.
Country.
I'm not sure they'll take him. Would you take that person back?
How do you know that?
Well, one of them came from Cuba.
No.
I have to say.
How do you know that?
I don't care what
Vietnam.
we do with them. These are heinous, violent criminals, and they do not need to be here. That's all I know.
So let me just play. This is more of J.D. Vance talking about this. Well, a similar issue. This is what he says should happen to immigrants.
I think that's it for it. Yeah, I mean, but I'm with Scott Jennings on that. Sudan is too good for these people. You come into this country illegally, then you commit these heinous crimes, and then you expect us to keep you in this country and cater to you and give you all these handouts and stuff. Heck no. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.